So 11dd oda sections rule padi for some diseases we can get deductions. For the treatment of that decision we can get deductions. So according to the senior citizens or less than 60 years old, the amount is getting deferred. Okay, so the next thing is 80E. There is no limit defined what the minimum amount or maximum amount, nothing has been defined. This is purely for the repayment of educational loan. So if I am yearly paying a 1 lakh of interest, or if I am yearly paying 2 lakh of interest, whatever I can get deducted. This is applicable only for the individuals. So there is no amount, limited amount for this. How much money I am paying as the interest for the educational loan, I can totally get deduction for the interest I am repaying. So 80EE is for interest on loan payable for acquiring a residential house property. So if I put a housing loan and I bought a house, or I built a house, so up to the maximum of 50,000 from the interest what I am paying, I can get deduction. This is also purely for the individuals, not for any others. Even for the Hindu undivided family members, this is not applicable. Okay. Next thing is 80G. 80G is for maximum for donation concept. So if suppose it's a general donation for a recognized society I am paying. So if I am an individual or a joint family member or a company or a firm, so according to the donation for what I have paid, to the charity I am paying, or to the political party I am paying, or to the any fund, for example Prime Minister Relief Fund, for the funds I am paying. So according to the donation differs, to the society differs, the donation amount will also differs, the deducted amount as also differs. So it is purely for the donation concept. All the persons, companies, firms, or anybody can get deduction under 80G. Okay, if suppose if it is a company or a college or an institution or a firm, they are providing donation to the scientific research or rural development, for that also they can get the deductions. Okay, if suppose I am an institution, I am a company, I am investing in a research for 20 lakhs or 30 lakhs. If suppose it is for my own company, I will pay that much of, I will invest that much of amount. If suppose I am donating to some scientific research institution or a rural development project, so at that time I may invest 2 lakh of rupees. If I donated 2 lakhs of rupees, the total 2 lakhs I can get the deduction under 80GGA under the heading donation. Okay, but I should not be a individual person or doing business, or I should not earning income from profession. So that person cannot avail this deduction. Only except those person can avail the deduction. Okay, and then companies donating to the political parties can get deduction under the section 80GGB. Okay, if suppose I am a company, Indian company, I am donating some thing to the political parties, I can get deduction under 80GGB. Under all these deductions like donations, there is a rule called, it should not, if suppose I want to pay cash as a donation, up to 2000 only I can get the deduction. Otherwise I have to pay in other modes like food, material, clothes, medicine, or any other products I can provide as a donation. If suppose I am paying cash, I have to pay the tax. I could not get any deduction on kind of cash. Okay, up to 2000 I can pay as a cash. Above 2000, if it goes, means that amount I have to pay taxes. Only if it is kind of product or things, I can get the deductions under donations like 80G or 80GGA or 80GGB. Okay, whatever 80GG is nothing but 5,000 per month or 25% of total income, whichever is less. Already we have seen the concept house rent allowances. If suppose the company is providing HRA, so it will come under the concept of house rent allowance. If suppose the company is not providing HRA, but the employee is paying rent, individuals who are not receiving HRA but they are in the rental house, they can claim deduction under 80GG. Either 5,000 per month, that is nothing but rupees 60,000 per year, or 25% of total income, whichever is less can get deducted. Okay. So in my company there is no HRA. The HRA is there, that is house rent allowance is there, but I can claim the deduction because I am in a rental property. So I can claim the deduction under HRA through the heading 80GG. Okay. So, and also 80GGC is contribution by individual to the political parties, because in the 80GGB, if I pay a donation to the political party, I should be a Indian company. So it is 80GGC is for individuals who are donating some products or something to the political party. It should not be allowed in the kind of cash. It should be a product or in other modes. Okay. So those can get deducted under 80GGC. So 80U is nothing but if I am suffering because of disability. The thing is, already we have seen this concept disability, that is for the dependent person, disabled person who are depending and I am taking care of. But this is for self-suffering. If suppose I am suffering because of disability like blindness or mental retardation, according to the disabilities percentage, it will be changed again. It was 40 to 80%, I can claim 75,000. It was above 80% of disability, I can claim up to 1,25,000. Okay. So 80 RRB is for if I am getting any income because of the patent or royalty basis, so I can deduct up to 3 lakh or total income received, whichever is lower. So if suppose my income from the patent or royalty is 5 lakhs, I can deduct only 3 lakhs. So, or I am earning 2 lakhs because of the patent or royalty, the 2 lakh I can get deducted. So whichever is lower, I can get the deduction under section 80 RRB. Okay. So within this, the main sections are over. So please don't worry if low sections are how we can remember the sections and all. For that reason only I have given you like a table column, so it will be very easily to understand it. Don't worry about the notes or books what we have to follow. So within the end of this week, maybe within the next Friday, I will give you the proper notes for the past 2 units, that is the unit 1 and unit 2. I will give you the notes in the PDF format, so don't worry about this. And in the income tax, you concentrate more on the theory things. You need to worry about the calculation part and all. So don't worry about these sections, how we can remember the deductions and how we can calculate. So don't worry. Okay. This is just a normal concept. How the finance minister presented the budget. This is the budget based on 2020 Feb. So there are some changes, like from the side of the finance minister, she had given some options, like the taxpayer can choose either the old tax rate or the new tax one, whichever he or she want. And there is some changes in the new tax slabs. That is like from 20% to 10%, from 30 to 20%. In some places, the tax rates and tax slabs have been changed, has been reduced. If suppose the person is taking new slab rates, so they could not avail some deductions because already the tax slabs was reduced in the new tax rates, so they could not get some deductions. And there is some other changes also, instead of receiving taxation from the dividend distribution company, they started receiving taxes from the person who are earning income from the dividend. Okay, and also the insurance coverage of deposit in a bank has been increased from 1 lakh to 5 lakh. And also the home loan interest exemption limit also extended for the next 1 year. The 1.5 lakh of home loan interest exemption has been extended till 2021. So these are the various changes arise in the Feb month of Income Tax Act. So like this, the income tax will always keep on changing. Not only the income tax, totally the tax concept will always keep on changing according to the economical situation arising in the country. So even because of the pandemic situation, there may be there is a lot of changes. So automatically we have to update every year before filing or getting into the concept income tax. So then only we can know what are the various deductions we can get, what are the ways we can save our money. This and all we can get the idea. Okay. And I want to say about the feedback, dear students. Many of the students are not giving the proper feedback because someone in the last time they have given like somebody given nil, nothing. In the place they have given nil, and many of the students have copied others' feedback. So for these kind of feedbacks, attendance will not be given. So please make a note of it. Even in the last classes, every classes some 2 or 3 didn't get their attendance, even though they filled their feedback forms. This is the instruction given from the HOD sir. So it will affect your attendance percentage. So please go through the session properly and fill the feedback properly, because it is just a 40 minutes of time you are spending with the sessions. So please take care of it. And if you have any doubts, you can send a message through the WhatsApp and I will clear it. Or in the next live session, we can have a doubt clearing session. Okay. Thank you, students.